Scariest thing that's gonna happen. Oh, I'm gonna get cheated. Like, cheating isn't just for rich people. Like, poor people cheat just as much as rich people. There's an entire show about poor people cheating on poor people, and it's just called Cheaters. That's it. That's all the show is. Just disgusting people yelling at their disgusting spouses in the parking lots of strip malls. Like, so I don't want to break up with my cheating husband outside of a Ruby Tuesday. That is not how I want that to happen. If I'm breaking up with my cheating husband, you better believe I am floating in a crystal hot air balloon. I'm blasting fireworks out of my fingertips, just taking my prenup, dipping it in chocolate while black angel babies dug diamonds on my tits. So I'm alone. I went online to try and find love, and I was like, I shouldn't do this. I have beautiful skin, but I did it. So what are you gonna do? I went on Match.com, and all of my guy friends were like, don't do it. You're not gonna like it. Every guy on there just wants to have sex. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's like the Earth. But I get to go out to dinner at some point. Yeah, Mama's gotta eat. I'm doing this. This fucking pays for the appetizers alone. People will sometimes ask me, they're like, well, what's your dream man then? If you're this picky, what's your dream man? I'm like, if I could marry any man on the planet, any man at all, I would marry my dad. And I guess that's creepy or weird. But I don't mean it in like a sexual way. Like, my dad is my best friend. Like, we have so much fun together. We like all the same sports teams. We hate all the same minorities. Like, we're right there with each other. And like, no matter what happens, I am never going to have sex with him. Like, ever. Like, it's not even an option. Like, we're never going to be at a dinner. Like, am I paying for this? Is he paying for this? Do I have to blow him for grilled calamari? Like, no. It's not happening. Like, even the thought of my naked breasts are repulsive to him. And that's beautiful. You know? Like, that is what father-daughter relationships should be built on. I hope you have this with your unborn fetus. Like, it's incredible. And my roommate was like, okay, I get that you want to marry your dad. That's fine. But your dad is an alcoholic. I'm like, yeah, but like the most fun alcoholic ever, you know? Just goes on benders and buys us trips. Like, that's incredible. That's great. And I'll date guys sometimes and they're like, you have daddy issues. And I'm like, I do not have daddy issues. I love my dad. In fact, I love my dad so much I would marry my dad. And they're like, yeah, that's a fucking issue! That you have. Robbie's cute. My grandmother died 2 days before Christmas. She was my best friend in the whole world. And she passed away. She was 87, so I wasn't like, where is she going? Like, we knew what was going on. And she was wonderful. She was an artist. I'm going to invite all of you back to my home in Chicago. You're going to come there. And then when you walk in my house, you'll notice there's a beautiful painting of a naked woman from the back. So it's like a little ass crack, a little side titty, nothing full front. Come on, creep. And sometimes when people come in, they're like very caught off guard by that. Like, there's a painting of a nude woman hanging above your couch. I'm like, yeah, you know, my grandmother painted it. And they're like, oh, is it of anyone you know? And I'm like, yeah, actually, it's of my grandmother. And they're like, well, how does she feel about there being a nude painting of her hanging in your living room? And I'm like, well, she doesn't know about it because she's dead. And in the 10 seconds it takes them to realize they're staring at my dead grandmother's ass crack, I then too get naked for them. Because Nani might be dead, but Megan is alive and fucking kicking. I don't do that. I did that one time. It was for my apartment handyman. And he just rolled his eyes and went to work on my toilet. But little do you know, my puss has been nicknamed the toilet. My parents are awesome. Like, my parents led me to believe from a very young age that I could grow up to be anything on earth I wanted. So naturally, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just be a Disney princess. That looks like the easiest gig going. God damn it.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if you've got like a weird bell fetish. My mom bought me my first Disney princess costume in 1992. It was actually Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Very verklempt. And I remember this moment in my life because the costume cost $75 in 92. Wow, that was the reaction my father had. Like, he came home from work and he was pissed. Like, he just started screaming at my mom, like, $75 for a 6-year-old? What the hell is the matter with you? And I remember clutching my costume, laying on my gorgeous Laura Ashley canopy bed. Thinking, oh my God, my parents are going to get a divorce. And then I'm going to get so many more costumes! This is going to turn out great. Unfortunately, they stayed together. But my dad came into my room that night, and he looked at me, and he looked at the costume, and he looked back at me, and he said, Megan, you're going to wear this costume every day until you die. You're going to wear this costume to school. You're going to wear this costume to brownies. You're going to wear this costume, you get $3,000 worth of orthodontal work put on your ugly buck teeth. You're going to wear this costume, you get married. You're going to wear this costume, you get divorced. You're going to wear this costume when you find out you got divorced because your husband was cheating on you with a 19-year-old who works at the snack shop at the country club. You're going to wear this costume when you find out your one and only son is a homosexual. You're going to wear this costume when you get diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. You're going to wear this costume every day until you die, and then they'll staple it to your decaying shoulders, lock you in your coffin, and shove you in the fucking ground. And I was 6 years old. So I'm like, best punishment ever! My life's gonna be great! I'm gonna get my teeth fixed, my son is gay! I don't even know what Parkinson's is, but if I'm Belle, I'm ready! Sam's friend like said, where's he going? He's like, I gotta adjust my shorts after that.